Hey guys, Witchy Sims here. Welcome to my channel. So right now I am currently building a Sims 400 baby dream house build. It's gonna be kind of like a blue suburban. It's gonna follow the series I'm currently doing on my Twitch with the 100 baby challenge, obviously. I forgot to record the first part, so it's only a live stream and I can't post the recording to YouTube. So sadly, you guys missed the first part if you only watch my YouTube channel. I will record the next part for sure, though. So sorry about that. So currently I am building the fence and trying to figure out how I want to make it look, looking at the foundation stuff. I will say you can't see it right now, but I struggled so much with finding like right shape and getting good roofing on it. Yeah, I spent like forever on the roofing. You'll see it soon. Right now, we are just trying to find some columns to put on. I ended up using the high school years column, I believe. Or suddenly forgot, was it high school years or my, it was get growing together, it was my growing together columns. So yeah, I was using my growing together columns and I ended up getting a matching fence and a matching railing for the stairs just to make it all look nice. So yeah, when I say blue suburban, literally like the house was blue and so was the fencing and stuff. It is it is definitely a term little Sims you use if you watch her. I don't know if you do, but she's amazing and I love her. Um, so yeah, it's kind of like a blue suburban. And funny thing, I forgot that I was planning on doing it 2 stories. So I like started doing the roofing because I was like, let's just get this over with because I hate roofing with like a burning passion. And then I realized like, oh, I needed a second story. So I don't realize for a long time like the roofings for this one story is almost completely done when I realized like, oh wait, I needed second story. So yeah, you can just see me messing around with this, placing roofs and stuff, trying to make it look nice. It did not look nice, so thank God I did a second story because this looked not good, like at all. It looked so bad. And then here's where I put like a little to help me place roofing, just to know like where I should put it. And I think soon after placing that, I'm like, wait a minute, I need a second story. Yeah, it did take me a while, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of dumb. It takes me like a long time to realize, like, wait. Yeah, so I was like, well, maybe I just don't have the um, outdoor patio covered with the roof. And obviously, it doesn't look great like that. But I had no like other choice with only a small story house. Luckily, I remembered finally that I needed a second story. So you can just see me outlining the second story a little bit smaller than I did the first one. Eventually that gets pulled back because it did not look good with the roof. You're gonna see like a lot of play with the roofs before I finally get to the interior. I'm so sorry. I was just kind of dumb. And like eventually that slant in the front, the half roof in the front becomes a regular roof and the rest just is half slanted. because that looked better. We don't get to it yet, and it takes a while, but we figured it out. I figured it out. It just took a second because I'm just so bad at roofing. It's not even funny how bad at roofing I am. That's why I despise doing it. I like dreaded doing this so much. And then finally we move on to the top portion. Almost there, guys. And I think the roofing actually turned out pretty nice. There was some clipping inside the house, like you could see some of it inside the house, sadly. But I covered that up a little bit the best I could. So right now we're just messing with that. That part gets like clipped a little bit. It bothers me. Trust me, I'm aware it's there. I just kind of tried ignoring it as best I could. I did fix it a little bit. Actually, I did fix that pretty well. Thank you, Lord, because it did not look pretty. That little, like, side bump out, it kind of made roofing even more difficult because I had it as a bay window almost. Like, the shape, it doesn't become a bay window, but the shape was bay window-esque. So I had to change that, obviously. And this is where you see me put a regular triangular shaped roof just to make it a little nicer. I've never used the roof type I'm working on right now, but like I'm starting to see why it's there. It's really nice. I'm enjoying it. So then I put some like blue crowning around the roof just to make it look a little nicer. Until it's very small, like very minimal. This is where you see me trying to hide the roof clippings. I delete some of it, not all of it. Just when I originally build. Now we move on to the outside color scheme. I was trying to get like gray bricks. I did get them eventually, but they were in the wrong spot. I decided to like move it around the where the door is gonna go. It becomes siding, like blue siding. Like you'll see it right now. It looks really nice to me. Um, at one point, I accidentally changed the very front roof to brick. You see that right there, and I don't notice till I do like a preview that that was supposed to be blue. So you'll see me like randomly do a preview and be like, whoa, that's supposed to be blue, and change it really quickly. And then I get the little bump out. Okay, this is where I add in, I think I finished it up. And then I go into preview mode, and I'm like, that doesn't look great, that doesn't look good. So I go back. I struggle to go back and fix it until I realize it's just the escape button. In case you guys didn't know that, it's the escape button. I was just dumb and didn't realize it was an escape button. It was so easy. It took me like 5 minutes to get it, but it's so sped up it looks like two. This was a 2-hour video, by the way. I know that sounds so fun. It really wasn't, but yeah. And then we're just trying to pick a white flooring. I didn't want brown because I felt like it would clash with the current outside theme. So I wanted white and like, I didn't want gray because I thought it'd be too much gray. And here are the Ferraria doors. I believe that's how you pronounce it. They're just the prettiest white doors. It's obviously custom content, by the way. It is 100% custom content. I tried to find my watching windows. I did not, but I found windows by the same creator for a different set, and they matched pretty okay. So I went with those. They have the same swatches at least, so that made it easy. And I just like start placing them all over the first floor. I don't get to the top floor for a while. This is me figuring out the how I want the setup of the house to be, the outlines and stuff. So eventually, I changed the half walls right here into a bathroom area, and then the room that's gonna in an L shape that's next to it is gonna become a uh, playroom and like slash infant room, just to keep them away. I did want to make the Bay Area kind of a little bit smaller, but I realized like if I did that, it'd be a lot of extra work to fix the top portion. So I was like, you know what? I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it. Added in more windows as I see from the interior what it looks like. I put like big, huge windows in the playroom, and then like obviously small windows for the bathroom. I I'll link the creator of these windows and doors at the bottom of the video. I can't remember who it was, but I literally love their windows and doors and like all their construction stuff. Always looks so nice, and the colors, no matter what set it is always the same. So like even if it doesn't technically match, it isn't the same set, the windows and doors still look similar because they have the same colors, which is really nice. Because no shade to EA and the Sims 4 creators, but they don't do that for most of their stuff. So I'm really glad that the CC creator did. And then you'll see me add in these stairs to help figure out the um, upper upstairs portion and figure out how I want that part to look. Um, this shape doesn't change much once I get it set. I think all that happens is I delete the walls hiding the roofing where that where bathroom where the girls' bathroom is, which you'll see in a second. Which bathroom that is. It gets like pink tiles and foresty wallpaper. So you see me trying to find railing that matches the stair colors, and then I realized like I don't like the color of those stairs with the wood flooring I eventually choose. So eventually you'll see that change. Not right now. I keep jumping around everywhere. This was definitely not organized in any way, shape, or form. Um, this is just like how I usually build. Everything goes however it looks best and like how I think of it. So sometimes I'll be like, I want to work on this right now, not that. Because as I go through, like I get ideas for different areas, so I want to work on those areas right as soon as I can because I don't want to forget the idea I had. So I just like jump to that back to that area. You'll see me do it a lot. This I was trying to put in lights because it was getting hard to see. So and it cast wouldn't not cast my build mode wouldn't load. So that took a second. That took a long second because even sped up that took like 20 seconds. Okay, here's all the lighting and stuff. And then I decided this is where I was like, yeah, no, I'm changing these stairs. I just didn't like the way they looked. They didn't match anything. I go with these CC stairs. They look really nice. I like them. I like how they're pretty light and they bring like a brightness, especially when you'll see when I get the dark wood floors, but it helps pop against the dark wood floors. It looks really nice eventually. Okay, this is where I start working on flooring. I put it in all the bedrooms and almost all the downstairs room except for the bathrooms. Bathrooms are the only place I don't put it. Eventually, the kitchen tile I will change as well. So at first, I had this idea of using the same tile just in different swatches all throughout the bathrooms. And then I realized I did not like that idea. I needed different tiles because this one was very busy, and sometimes for the walls, I wanted less busy. So I switched them. I think on like literally every single bathroom, I switched it. You can see me. This is me struggling to find a swatch I actually liked because I'm very picky about my flooring. I want it to all look like very nice and cohesive with the rest of the building. So I was struggling so hard. I really did like this hexagonal marble floor, but I thought it didn't bring enough color at first. So I was like, yeah, no, let's not go with that. Um, you'll see me when I find the swatch I want, I immediately like put it all over the kitchen. It just takes me a second. That's the one I go with, that geometric one right there. I'm like, yeah, no, that's it. And I decide I'm gonna go more colorful for the appliances than I will the kitchen walls. But at first, I start with like crazy swatches, like blue patterns or just some kind of pattern. I decide, no, let's go more simple. So we don't want it to be like a lot of color and then suddenly this and like all crazy and stuff. So I ended up switching the color to like a blue, like chevron pattern. So there was some color, just not as like crazy because I did switch to like a blue tile at one point, and it was just like so much going on to have surrounding the whole kitchen. So I did switch that. You can see I'm trying to find another gray bricks. I really love my gray bricks. I use them a lot. And you'll notice that in like the more builds I post, you'll notice I use a lot of like gray or white bricks. This is where I find the blue chevron pattern. I literally love this pattern. I used it in the upstairs boys' bathroom as well. This is me start looking through like what do I want for the main wall color. I end up switching to doing the bedrooms instead because I found a swatch I liked for the girls' room, for the teen girls' room, and then I do this like mural for the girls' bathroom. I think it looks really nice. I liked it. So you won't notice it right now, but you'll notice there's like an uneven amount of rooms for the girls because I make the toddler room a little like very florally and pinked, which honestly it doesn't matter. Pink can be everyone's color. It's just like it makes it a little uneven, or at least per can be perceived a little different. So here I'm trying to find a swatch I like. I end up going with those patterned walls I was looking at in the kitchen. I really like this one. I wish I had used this one now. I might go back and change that. Oh no, that's right. I like the one that I decided on to. I do another chevron pattern, but in gray this time. And then I changed the flooring because to me the brown didn't look good with the white and with the blue and gray. And then I remembered, oh, I need to do the flooring for the parts I covered up as well. Here I was just like figuring out the outline a little bit more, deciding how I wanted it. I just was trying to make the spaces a little bigger because they were quite small looking. I thought this house would be like huge, and then I realized, oh, this is actually kind of small. Did I delete the door for the other room's connection to this bathroom? Oh, I might have to fix that. So, obviously, as you can see, this video is almost over, and I haven't even done decorations and stuff, and furnishing. So there will be a part two. I just was doing this part. I did all the walls and flooring first, and then I'll have a furnishing video. So this is only part one. For the boys' bedroom, I eventually chose like a sage green and a dark forest green. I thought they looked really nice together. I liked the combination. That's not the light green I end up using. I end up using a different light green just to make it pop a little bit more in contrast to the dark green. And then we move on to the bathroom. Um, for the bathroom, like I ended up using the same pattern I did for the blue chevron kitchen, but in green. So you'll see that real quick. I usually try not to use like the same of everything in a build, but in this case I wanted it more cohesive just to show like the differences, especially since it's a 100 baby challenge. You don't want everything to be like completely different. So I try to make it a little bit more diverse in how I use it. Yeah, you see the grade right there. And then I move on to this room here. This was like my toddler room basically. I really like those patterns if you can't tell. I start with like rocks and then a blue, and then I completely switch the spectrum to I I keep the bathroom exactly like that right now. By the way, the main bathroom right there, it stays exactly like that. So this is where I was like, oh, this floral wallpaper is really cute. I don't care if this wasn't the vibe I was going for. It also cuts off weirdly right there, and I didn't want to change it. For the playroom, I went for like a crazy purple swatch. You'll see it. It's very colorful, and I just liked the idea of a very colorful playroom. I accidentally got the bathroom there, as you can see, and outside there. I don't decide um, the main wall color until the very end. Like it takes me a long while. I end up going with like gray with a, a crown molding, and a sideboard at the bottom. So I go with that swatch right there, all around the house. And like the main parts, making sure I get everything because sometimes it's hard to tell. And then up here I could just do the whole room, but here it's like connected to the kitchen, and I didn't want to change the kitchen walls, obviously. So yeah, that is where the video stops. I hope you enjoyed. I will hopefully post part two very soon. Um, See you guys next time. This is Witchy Sims signing out.